For some reason the beep's turned off on my camera and I don't know if it's working properly, so forgive me if I just look around the back to make sure it's working. Yes. Bonjour mon petit poulet, I went to a robot conference and while I was there I bought robots. In no particular order, I will shout out to people as much as possible where I bought things from, if I can remember. For £15 from Dom, off of, not Dick and Dom, but Dom and Big D, a Grimlord, which is fine and perfect and has both of his weapons. And I thought it was broken when I played it at the convention because the arms were so floppy, and I didn't realise that the ratchets in the shoulders are so very, very tight that you have to feel like you're probably breaking the toy in order to do it. He looks like that. If you do that, he does that. That is the one. I will go through. I don't know. I buy these. I buy these from Ben's Collectibles. He have been down gym, go like this lots of time. He have big beard. Poor guy, I tried to speak to him and he just did this face that just went because his face just went, I'd love to talk to you but I'm so busy I wouldn't have time to wipe my arse if I had a poo. So I left him alone. I did buy that off him and I said that I'm doing customs because he had some very nice customs on his desk. I want to do some customs, proper customs that are going to fucking rule all. But then I felt guilty about the amount of money I'd have to ask for them to sell them, because I do want to sell them. And then I saw how much other people's customs go for, and I don't know if they sell or not. I'm waffling. It's not like me, is it? Bought one of those, said to him I wanted to do customs, and he said, oh, I got a box full of shit under here, do you want some shit? So he sold me a shit, one of these. Except that the odd thing about this particular piece of shit is I can't find anything wrong with it. At all. Which is weird. I think the arms are on backwards, and I've just noticed that for some reason, does that go round like that, and then go round like that, and round like that? So the other arm's wrong. I got one of those, which he gave to me, along with the Jazz. And the weird thing about Jazz is that he's huge. Yet if I play with Shockwave, Shock Blast looks tiny in purple, but Jazz looks huge in white. I'm going to paint my penis white, everyone will think it'll look huge. Before I went, I've always wanted to complete my Seekers. There they are down there, my classic Seekers, all falling over and dusty. We all know what dust does for robots, don't we? So I'm going to take all of them and put them up on my television and swap them for my Ninja Turtles and use the bases of the feet to blue tack them down so they don't fall off and die horribly. Hanky Ramjet. Slightly, I mean he's not perfect condition, but he is the completion to my task. He has all the stuff and the doodahs and the chrome on the back and smexy, got the box, gonna throw it away. Inbox collectors suck. That's from Bubs. Thank you, Bubs. Bubs is taking his beard off. Looks very thin. Go and eat lots. The next thing, you know when you go somewhere and you don't expect there to be a thing that you want, and then as soon as you see the thing that you want, you realise that you always wanted it, but you never had it? Every fucker at Auto Assembly bought one of these, and I don't give a shit, because this one's mine and this one's the most important. It's a Silas Breakdown from Transformers Prime. It makes me happy in my pants, and you won't be able to see it, but in there is a little Silas face, which I have got some flesh colour paint, and I'm going to endeavour to just oil that and pick out some of the stuff and just make it look a bit more good. It's not easy to put into truck mode. I did put it into truck mode without instructions or anything like that. I didn't get any instructions with the toy, which is rather strange. So, with the stupid little arms micron piece of absolute turd that comes with it, I don't know how to put it together, and I'm not sure what it's supposed to look like I'm sure a quick scan of the Googles will help. A while ago, one went to all the cool stuff. Find all the cool stuff and go and buy something from them. Support your local toy shop. Support my local toy shop. Fuck them. He got the depth charge aeroplane repaint, the Botcom toy. Lies, the TFCC toy, which was Terror Dive and Space Case and all that sort of stuff. And when he showed it to me in the shop, I point blank fell in love with it. Like a 14-year-old falling in love with a porn star lady that does rude things. I mean, I couldn't imagine not having it in my life. But I did. I took loads of photos of it and wrote it down that I don't buy Botcom toys because they're not really worth the money. And don't worry about it. Until they were all over the place. Oh, you sexy motherfucker. Oh, look at it. I don't know if this is the best thing that I got. I got some good stuff, and I don't know which is the best thing that I got. This thing, I see it and I smile. I love it. And it was quite expensive for a Voyager, for a 7-inch tall figure. From Baz, Primus 1973, something along those lines. Baz, big beard kill, you wouldn't have missed him. He came up to me when there was about half an hour before we're going to leave and basically grabbed my arm and twisted it behind my back like a mighty warrior Scottish beast and said, "I've got a fucking toy and you're gonna buy it." And I said, "Damn right I am." I don't really like these. These aren't particularly... But I love them at the same time, and it's almost like I need to take my collector head off. Because while we do laugh and joke about all of this stuff being plastic crack, when you have a shiny red dragon, or a shiny spider bot, or shiny ant bot, or shiny crab bot, they're the only things in the whole of Transformerdom that I wouldn't keep in robot mode. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I don't know how I'm going to display it. There's every chance that all my Transmetals will just get wrapped up in tissue and put in a box without daylight being around somewhere, and just because I know I have them, if that makes sense. And then one day when I have my own place, I'm never going to have my own fucking place. It's just never going to happen. I'm never ever going to have the Transformers collection that I want. And even if I do get the Transformers collection that I want, it's just going to be a monument to fucking dust because I'm a lazy bastard. I got that. It's just amazing. I'm going to leave that till the end. I've got a present from... I can't say Jim. You are Monkey, and that's all there is to it. I will always refer to you as Monkey. Monkey. I think there was a video a little while ago where he had stuff that he was like looking at passing on or whatever, and he showed one of these things, and I put very, very quickly in the talkie box at the bottom, "I want that toy!" And then I'd forgotten all about it because I've always kind of wanted one, even though it's a line that I actively don't collect, even though it's the second one I'm about to show you from this particular line. But oddly, and Sami Sadek, you will like this, I can't get enough of his character. From what I've watched of him, and I'm about to dive headlong this evening into that, which will keep me entertained. Dinobot! And there's an amazing picture on my Facebook, which I can't put on here and show you because the computer's fucked and I can't do anything, and it just makes me want to give up on the whole of life. I've given up on music. I can't afford to buy a computer. No one's fucking fixing the one that I've got. I can't miss it anymore. I'm just giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm just waiting for it to revive itself. Dinobot. And I fucking love it. Again, it will definitely stay like this. I didn't realise what... Don't take this the wrong way. I didn't realise what a ghastly piece of shit this toy is. But as I think I've had the discussion a couple of times before, if you give me an average toy, I'll talk about it for 5 minutes. If you give me a shit toy, I'll talk about it all fucking day. And this is the absolute juxtaposition of awesome and crap. Because if you just sort of... If you took all of that shit here and hid it away, this is a wicked little toy. Look at the paint and the head sculpt and everything. Jim, I love you, and it was a pleasure meeting you. And to Carol Ann, if you watch this, because I know you find me funny. Getting near the pièce de résistance, there are certain things that I wanted. There was an advert that went up on YouTube before when Kapow Toys went, buy our crack, because they are crack dealers. I like Transformers Prime. You may have noticed, if you've watched these videos before, you may have noticed that I'm quite partial to a Prime at the moment. Not the Primes in the big red and blue robot trucks, the Prime is in the series. I now have a first edition Bulkhead. This makes me smile on the inside. When I think of this, I poo rainbows. Says Dave, who hasn't even taken it out of the package yet. But I'm almost frightened to open it, because I've wanted one of these for so long, and I think it's such a beautiful piece of... It's just glorious. And it's so disappointing that the Bulkhead that I've got has got those goddamn stupid wing things on the back, and he's not big enough, and I half, and this goes against everything that I believe, but I half want to almost open it up, take all of the stupid zip ties and bits of string and little rubber bands off him, just put him back in there as a testament to how much I love Prime, how much I love the way the first editions were packed, and while it may have been a horrible, condescending media ploy on behalf of Hasbro to get us to buy the same toy twice, frankly it worked and I love it. Last bit that's technically mine was bought from Nick Snowden, and that's this, which I've already got one of up there, great big one at the back, but I've only got Powermaster Prime up there. Now what's up there is a Generation 1, and it's really, really yellowed, and it's just Powermaster Prime. This is a reissue, but you're full on God Jinrai. The problem that I've got with it is when I put it in the bag to come home in the car on the way home, homey, home, it basically disconglomerated and all the bits fell off. And I know there are these wings that are here are supposed to be much higher and on the back. I'm going to have to do a little bit of homework. I think I'm going to do a proper review. God Jinrai, complete, all of it. I've not taken the front off. I'm hoping there's a high Q. Yep, and the chrome all over this thing is absolutely sublime. The paint on the cabin, I like. It's all falling a bit. Stop it! Now to the heartbreaker. Now to the deal breaker. I don't really suffer from toy envy because I have plenty of toys. I'm probably very close to you right now. I've never seen so many people mention the eyebrow at one time. I haven't done the eyebrow. I say I haven't done the eyebrow, I do the eyebrow all the time, but it's not been a point of conversation in ages, and then all of a sudden loads of people mention the eyebrow this weekend, so for everyone who wants a bit of eyebrow action. This toy, it blows my brain. To hold it makes me feel somewhat honoured, and to know that I'm never going to own it because the person who does own it, firstly, was given it. When I met the person who gave it to the person who owns it now, Helen the Melon, whatever her name is on YouTube, who got just drunk and is just very loud. She has it and I don't. And when I saw Ben's Collectibles, who gave it to her, I just looked at him, and Ben, please don't be offended when I did this, but the look I gave him basically meant, I love you and I love what you do, but I'm never going to talk to you again because you didn't give this to me, and now I am exceptionally jealous and I don't ever think it will go away. And the reason for that is because I am exceptionally jealous and I don't think it will ever go away. The other thing is someone asked me the question, well, why do you want this when there's a proper one in Toys R Us? Why the fuck wouldn't you want a fucking IDW Bumblebee prototype? This is an IDW Bumblebee prototype. This is a loose, shonky, G2 coloured piece of rare fucking awesome crack that people won't have. For proper collectors, this is the epitome. This is why we do it. Even just getting the opportunity to sit and play with it now gives me a stiffy. This is why I love Transformers. In fact, that's not true. I love Transformers because they're robots that turn into cars, and I really like the engineering in them, and they're blocky, and I like cars and I like robots, and it just couldn't be any better. But this is like being an art collector and someone giving your friend a Picasso. And you'd hate that friend afterwards. You'd think your friend was a cunt. And I am this frustrated about it. My name's been SMS number 1. I went to Auto Assembly last year to buy toys and hide from people because I am in love with toys and bad with people. This year I went to Auto Assembly with hardly any money and loads of new YouTubers to meet, and I was lucky enough to meet pretty much all of them. I had a brilliant time. I may do another video telling you about the experience that was AA itself, but I've just watched the most serious man on YouTube's AA video, and it was 40 minutes long, and I might have to have a cup of tea and a little bit of time to recover. And there was a nice young lady that met me on the Sunday afternoon who came up and was all shy, and she was like, hello, my name's... And I was like, hello, I watched your video. Hello, you alright? She's like, yeah. And it was Blue Dragon or something like that. You had another little person with you who was cosplay and had medical crosses, or I don't really remember, but I feel bad, and I love it when people are really into what I do, because if people are into what I do and my sense of humour, the chances are we're going to get on. So Facebook me or something like that. I'll leave a message in my pants down below that just says, hi, it was me, and then we can do the social media thing along with all the other people that do what I do, because what I do I really like.